Hello, and welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm your host, Sidra Kennedy. With me is the soon-to-be one-day esteemed author, Sidra Owens. I'm going to keep saying that because it embarrasses her. And I think that one day is true. Okay, so we're doing this is basically us discussing a video we saw on TYT. And it's probably made the circulation on Twitter and other parts of social media, mainly Facebook and other things like that. And this is when a Karen rages at Asian girl working out. And up here I got Asian in quotes because she's not Asian. She's not. She's a U.S. citizen. She was born and raised here. You can hear it in her voice. You can hear it in her colloquialisms.
Her people are probably from Asian descent.
She's of Asian descent.
There's a difference.
And that's it. But she is a U.S. citizen. You know? And here, I'm going to say this. Yeah, this is a Karen, and Karen is just basically a literally bullhorn word for racist white girl. That's it. And racists do stupid shit. They have to, because they're racist. Now, I can't be the type that says, oh, this is a Karen and this is an Asian girl of descent, of Asian descent. I can't just be on one side. I can't, because this story was not covered properly. Not at all. Now, is the Karen wrong? Yes. And is this girl wrong? Yes. They're both wrong. But who's the most wrong? And that would be the Karen. She's the most wrong. But let's break it down. Now, I'm not saying what condones what. No. That's not it. So don't get it twisted. All right? What I'm saying is you have to be responsible for your own actions, your own attitude, And there's a trigger here. So the video, basically you see an Asian girl working out on steps and it's really awesome. Okay, and I say Asian girl because let's just face it. That's how you identify. She's American Asian. So that's what she is. She's in AA. Alright, so but she's not anonymous. So
but she was working out and her coordination was on.
Didn't trip. If anyone gets that reference, I might have to give you some money. She was on. Didn't trip.
Because if I tried to do that, I would have failed.
I can do it for maybe 10 seconds tops. Maybe. 5. Maybe 3 steps. I don't know. But it was great.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I'm like, ooh, I want to try that.
Yeah.
That's literally what I was. But I hate sweating because my sweat burns. It burns me. I can't stand it. Anyway, so what happens? So let's break this down because I'm sure you've seen the video. This was from TYT. Now, you got the girl working out. She's doing her thing. She's wearing all black. I think she got on shades and a hat. All right. Some people have to cover up because their skin might be very damaged by the sun.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Prone
you
to
don't
burning.
know. Or some people literally cannot sweat unless they maximize their heat. So she's trying to build up a sweat. If she's trying to really do that, she's got to cover up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And she wasn't just wearing clothes. You can tell she had on some like kind of neoprene stuff, probably to help her sweat.
So she was trying to get a sweaty workout. Now, she's going back and forth. She's doing her lats, okay? She's working that one step. Pat, 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 just going. And it's beautiful. Got a nice rhythm and everything. She's trying to keep her arms at a certain level. That was her only difficult part. And then all of a sudden, hold up. I might have to mute. Okay. So what happens is she's going side to side, lats. She's got that going. And then this woman comes down the steps. It ain't many. Comes down the steps, and she goes down the furthest side, while the workout girl is on the adjacent side. All right. And then she goes down. The Asian girl, I don't know what happened, but this American Asian girl gets close and like, geez, I don't know, because it's hard to see what physically happened.
She probably didn't see her. I'm guessing the girl working out didn't see the old woman coming down the stairs, and so once she got there, she was just. It looks like she just came down while she's in the middle of her workout because she thought she was in the zone. You got to focus on what you're doing.
Yeah, when you're in the workout, you got to focus. You got to focus. So she's like, "Geez," and then the lady goes into her tirade. You know, you don't belong here. We don't want you here. Yada yada yada. All the racist tropes, all the racist stuff. And I am not undermining those racist words. People like to undermine them and be like, "Oh my God, you're just an idiot. You're a silly person." Yada yada yada. No. Those words have meaning. Those words have description. Those words have intent. Those words have a message. It is racists are a unyielding, unhinged protest that has never stopped before they were even needed. Okay? And I say needed from their point of view. All right? So that's why they are like that. It's a bullhorn. We don't want you here. If you hold on. If you racist white people didn't want us minorities here, you shouldn't have kidnapped us. You shouldn't have forced us to go where we didn't want to go. You shouldn't have invaded our lands, their lands, and then take what you want, killing who you want, and kidnapping who you wanted. And then, not only that, but take the time to molest, rape, and mutilate, and then subjugate, and then force into free labor, either work or die. You did this. You did this. And while you sit here and say, you don't want us, we don't want you here. You don't want us here? The natives didn't want you here. But they helped your dumbasses survive anyway. And then you pay them back by slaughtering them.
Yeah, look where it got them.
Look where kindness got the natives of this land. And they aren't even natives to this land. They migrated here too. They were just first. And then the Vikings. And then some others came. And then you get these Europeans that's trying to flee oppression just so they can do oppression on their own. But I digress. I digress. Because some of y'all, it ain't that you don't get it. You don't want to get it. And if you start to get it, you do everything you can to reject it as a falsehood of some kind. You know, you're white, so you're right, and we're not, so we're wrong. That's just it. And that's why you'll always be wrong.
It would be so much faster if you just admit these things so that you can attempt to be better.
You know, ain't nothing wrong with being better. So, okay. Now, she goes into the tirade, and she's like, "Oh, you see, so I'll put it on Facebook, but everyone can see you, and they're going to, what they said, she's going to come and mess you up.
Yeah, everybody's going to come and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. That lets you know what's really being spoke of in the racist circles. They want this. They want this. They want to hurt you. They got to. It's emotional. Why? They don't know. Maybe because, hold on. They probably want to hurt you because their patriot checking of their whiteness won't allow their friends to have you. Oh yeah, you don't like black people. You was trained to dislike other minorities too. But for some reason, something inside of you screams that, damn, I would love to be with that. Just love it. Hold it. You know? And just marry that person. But no, that whiteness, they say, no, you best not. Because we won't accept you. If we don't accept you, then what do you have? We'll take away your money. We'll take away your scholarships, your friends, and all this. We'll shut you in the church and all that. Because, you know, you decide to work with the others. So, yeah, they can't have you, so they might as well hate you. I mean, it's like that, right? In real life, you know, check it. You a kid, you want a certain toy, you can't have it, then you hate everybody that's got that toy. It's happened.
Yeah. And let's consider this. Let's consider this. This is an Asian American woman.
American Asian.
Okay. Okay, why is it American Asian?
Because she's American. Because she was born here. She's here first. Her descent she should be classified first by the descendant. She's first here. She's a U.S. citizen. She's a U.S. inhabitant. She's quote unquote American before Asian. Okay. That's how I see that. Wah! On this soil, but her descendants wah! Somewhere else.
Okay.
And she's Asian because we don't want to try to figure out if she comes from Japan, China, Mongolia, or any other place.
Vietnam, Korea.
She might not even be Asian. She might
Taiwan.
be Islander. She might be an Islander of some kind.
Filipino. It's, you never can tell.
So you say Asian just to group them all together. That's in a sense racist itself, I would assume.
Well, just like
But
saying
I wouldn't say it's racist, but
it's just, because they're all in Asia. Asia is a continent.
it's a mass continent.
It's a mass continent, just like Africa is a mass continent.
Yep.
So, yeah, because if you really want to get specific, you got to break it down to what country they come from. Then I'd be breaking it down to what state we come from. We wouldn't be African Americans. What we would be African North Carolinians. That's just getting dumb.
We're American Africans. That's what we would be. But the truth is, we're so far removed from Africa, we're just black.
Yep.
They call it Black Americans. Think about that. So, what do white people call? Just Americans. Wow. Everybody else got communities. Everyone else has an identity, identity chip in the eyes of everybody. And I understand it. I get it. Maybe we should start calling them white Americans.
Some people
natives,
do.
Yeah, I know. I've heard it.
Yeah.
I've heard it. And then the natives would just be called Americans. That's what we could do it that way. We could. It's in the talks, and it should be on the lips of everybody. These kind of little conversations are strong game changers in rhetoric, because when you change the rhetoric, you can also affect the mind. When you can affect and change the mind, then you get absolute change. So it's best to have these conversations of change, So let's get diving into this. All
okay,
right.
So she went off on her. She go back to whatever Asian country she came from. Don't say "Oh Jesus" to me. I get my family to come here and beat the shit out of you.
That was the trigger.
I hope you put it on Facebook so people can come and beat the shit out of you. That was what she thought the default was. I'm putting this on. They put it on Facebook and somebody's gonna come and assault you. But here's the only thing I'm gonna put out there is it is fortunate that she wasn't black. If the girl there was working out and she was black, what would have happened? She would have just talked shit.
It would have been the N-word. There would have been others jumping on her.
And she would have went to her, pulled out her cell phone, and called the police.
And the police would have came there and probably killed her. And at bottom barrel least, if you're not going to get killed, you're going to get beat the shit out of. And she knows it. Why did she jump to saying, I don't care if you put it on Facebook and stuff? Because she knows that's what people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it. I hope you put it on Facebook because then it can come and beat the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that lets me know a plot that's been going on. It's almost like she exposed the business a bit there, because that's been happening. That's happened to people. It's like, we exposed this Karen or this Kevin, and where it is and where it was, and then people go there and then they survey that area until that person shows up, and then they gang up on them. Now, it's not much, but it's happened. And I think that maybe that might be something that's the next phase of things that happen because of these protests. I think she might have been exposed to something, or just wishful thinking. It's one of them.
But that's just seeming to be what they do. Like, I saw another video of a white woman arguing with this black girl in a convenience store. I don't even know what she was arguing about, but the black girl was probably minding her business. As a matter of fact, hold please.
What you can do?
I think it was sent to me as a text.
As a text?
Yeah, I think I can't say. I'm not gonna say her name, but I think my friend texted it to me. Now that I recall.
Okay. It'd be nice to put it on screen somehow, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta get past the.
So, okay, I'm gonna go with this story. So
keep going.
Here's the breakdown of events. All right. So you got the girl that's working out. The old lady's coming down the stairs. The girl probably didn't see the old lady. The old lady obviously didn't give a shit. But while she's walking and looking and going forward, the first thing she do is she sees the light skin of this female. She has to wonder if she's white or not. She's got to identify. That's one thing that all humans do. We got to identify what's in front of us and then move the fuck on. But she didn't do that. She saw her. Oh, I see the skin is light. Let me see the face. She's looked, okay, she's Asian. Go through every consistent racial thing that woman could go through in her head in probably half a second, and then it's set. So I'm gonna get away from her. I'm gonna go down the other side. This girl is looking down. She's counting. She's going side to side. Didn't pay attention. Probably moved into the space of the old lady who's trying to stay out of her way. And instead of, oh, excuse me, because literally that's what I would have said. If I'm working out and I move on into somebody, I'm gonna be like, okay, I should have had that muted, but oh, okay, you said
I've seen it, yeah. Keep going.
And this is TMZ. Okay.
It's a video recording, but finish your statement and we can get to that.
It's a video. Oh, this! I saw this.
Oh, you saw this? Okay.
I saw. Oh, yeah. Is that a picture? Is this just a picture?
No, it's a video.
Okay, it's a video.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about we talk about that one next then?
That works fine. That's
okay.
Fine.
We'll talk about that one next.
Okay.
So I would have been like, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. That's what I would have done. If I'm working out and I'm focused on what I'm doing, oh, I'm sorry.
That's what I would have done too.
That's what I would have done. That's just me. I think that's just being nice.
Yeah.
That's being polite. That's being accountable for if you're not paying attention.
Exactly.
You know? But instead, Jesus, lady, she puts the onus on her who's trying to get down the steps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's where this girl messed up. That's where she messed up. And then the lady pops off already. She already had the shit set in her head. So then she blows up. Don't say Jesus to me and stuff, which she's right. She's right. I think she's right on that. You mess up and you gonna talk about some Jesus me? Screw you.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that. And I would have been on her side.
But she immediately started with the
racism.
Yeah.
That killed it. That killed you having an ally. And that shows you for what you are. Because you came right out with the racism instead of you self-entitled punk-ass teenager. If she had came out with that, it would have been better. You self-entitled jerk. You know, no, but she went with the racism and went to the violence.
Immediately.
I'm too old to do it.
So I'm going to get my whole family.
Get the whole, she mentioned the family. Whooping her ass.
Get my whole family to beat the shit out of you.
And then couldn't help but like, okay, now, who wears black, you know, in the California sun? You know who does? She does. The one working out. That's how you answer that. When someone's like, who does this? Who says this? You mention the person that did it. That's the one that does it. That's how you answer that. Because it's intelligent, it's smart, and it's honest. That's like, well, who says what you just said? I said it, you dumbass. That's how you say it. Who you think you are? You spell out your name. You spout off your name. That's who I think I am. Who do you think you are? Please, I hope it's who you was named. Who do you think you are? Genghis Khan, man. I'm about to ruin this shit. So yeah. And now, the girl, she was like, okay, yeah, and she didn't really have anything to say because at that moment she remembered that she was recording. She had to get the camera, and now she has to say, okay, yeah, sure, okay. She has to say that because she can't say probably what she'd rather say, and anything she does say isn't going to come off well anyway.
And see, that's something that black people don't always follow. Like the guy who was bird watching where the camera went off on him, he was like, go ahead, call the police. Don't come near me. Don't come near me. Now, if it was a black woman, that old lady would have got cussed the hell out.
Yep. Women,
they do not hold back. In general, women do not hold back.
They are trained to not have to hold back unless, and that unless is heavy. That's a heavy unless. It just depends. But that's a different topic.
Yeah.
But women don't have to hold anything back unless, So this girl, she was the asshole. This girl working out, she was the asshole. And then the racist was the protagonist that was such a dick. She became the antagonist.
Yeah, she became the perpetrator.
And then she won't just leave, and she's got to insult. Who does that? Who does that? Be like, I do it, dumbass. But then she says, and then she called out what it should have been. Basically, you're a entitled prick. Is what something she called the girl.
Something teenager.
Yeah, some entitled teenager. You're something. And I'm like, you called it out right, but you were such a racist, and you are a racist, that right there get drowned out by your racism. You had the public square on your side if you didn't spout that racist shit. That's how it is. Girls don't have to hold back unless. And that unless won't there. And since that, and anybody do is different. It's an atmosphere. But since she didn't have to hold back, she could say anything she wants, whatever she wants, because she's entitled. I'm white. I'm entitled. And what dude said Hillary was basically trying to say. Mm-hmm. And that's how that went. And yeah, all of that, that's why both of them are wrong. But racism is extremely wrong. And I just can't understand why anybody would legitimately want to be racist. I don't get it.
Because
that is literally above. I get that they're racist, and I understand that they've been trained.
They like the feeling. They're gassed up. They have been gassed up for hundreds and hundreds of years. You are better than everyone else. You are better than everyone else because they are not you. They are not white. You are better than everyone else. And they walk around, I am better, you ain't shit. You don't deserve to be in my space. You don't deserve to breathe my air because I am better. And that feels good. Humans like feeling like they're better than someone else.
Yeah.
It's a default. That's why they're bullies. They like being dominant over someone else. That's why they're cliques. And they like feeling that there's an air of superiority. Humans love that shit. There's some sort of addictive quality to it. So that's why. Now that antithesis
but
of
then
that.
Why teach it?
Because you're supposed to teach your children right from wrong.
So you teach them the wrong thing and tell them it's right.
Yeah, because they think it's right.
It's just...
Now the antithesis of that are people who have empathy. There are people who are naturally super empathic. There are people who, it has to be taught. Well, you have to teach most kids empathy and they get it. Then you got those psychopaths who never get it.
They
never
get it, but they found it as a weakness.
Or they just don't understand. And they don't, it's just not there. It's just not there. Yeah, he died in the street. Where's my burger, man?
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Karens, y'all, every last one of you should be deported back to Europe. Every last one of you.
They don't want them either.
Well, Europe, they full of racists.
I didn't say they weren't full of racists, but they don't need any additional help. They got their own issues.
Yeah, throw the Karens and the Kevins in there. And those are the pandemic people. The Beckys are the ones that are outside of the pandemic. That's who that is. But yeah, this right here, the Karen, if you weren't racist, you would have been in the right. And just to be honest, she's going down the steps trying to stay away. When she gets near and see the girl coming, she's like, oh, excuse me, hold up. Pause it. Coming by. Something. But no, I don't have to say anything. I'm just going to mind my business. I'm going to say nothing and get by. And, I mean, come on. Basically, you're in an invisible car and not going to tell anybody you're on the road.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the possible collision coming, so...
Why not honk your horn? Say something.
Or put the brakes on. Okay, I'll wait till she get back to going to that side, then I go down.
There's so many things that could have been done. But that's not what they wanted. And that sucks. So, with that said, you want to end it here, Curly?
Yep.
This has been Cedric Kennedy and Sidra Owens for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.